Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we are diving deep into a topic that sits at the intersection of natural health and modern medicine. We're talking about beet juice, that vibrant crimson elixir often hailed as a miracle drink for longevity. If you are over the age of 60, or if you are caring for someone who is, this video is arguably one of the most important health guides you will ever encounter. Why? Because for seniors, beet juice is not just a beverage, it is a potent, biologically active tonic that contains over 7,400 distinct chemical compounds. While these compounds, like nitrates, betalains, and potassium, can perform wonders for your heart and brain, they also possess a hidden dark side. When you are 20 or 30 years old, your body is like a high-performance filter. It handles chemical complexity with ease. But as we cross the threshold of 60, our internal landscape changes. Our kidney filtration slows down, our liver metabolism shifts, and our vascular elasticity becomes more rigid. In the medical world, we call this chemical stacking. It's a phenomenon where two safe things, when combined, create a toxic or destabilizing effect. Today, we are going to rank the 6 common foods and substances that, when paired with beet juice, can trigger everything from kidney failure to life-threatening falls. We'll start with the subtle risks and work our way up to the #1 interaction that is currently a leading cause of emergency room visits for seniors. The bioactive profile: why beets are liquid medicine. Before we get to the list, we have to understand the pharmacology of the beet. When you drink a glass of beet juice, you aren't just hydrating, you are essentially taking a dose of natural nitrates. These inorganic nitrates are processed by the bacteria on your tongue and in your gut, eventually converting into nitric oxide. This molecule is a Nobel Prize-winning discovery because it signals your blood vessels to relax and widen. This is great for blood pressure, unless you are already taking a pill to do the exact same thing. Then we have oxalates. These are organic acids found in many plants, but in beets they are highly concentrated. In a young person, the kidneys flush these out. In a senior, these oxalates look for calcium to grab onto. When they find it, they form sharp, microscopic crystals. Finally, we have the betalains and potassium. Betalains give beets their color and provide incredible anti-inflammatory benefits. But they also influence how your liver processes other medications. Potassium is vital for your heart rhythm, but for an aging renal system, too much potassium can actually lead to an unstable heart rate. Number 6. The hidden multipliers. Let's begin our countdown with number 6, natural vasodilators and blood thinners. Many seniors are already health conscious and might be taking other natural supplements like high-dose ginger, garlic extract, ginkgo biloba, or vitamin E. Individually, these are fantastic, but here is the problem. Many of these also act as mild vasodilators or blood thinners. When you stack the nitric oxide from beet juice on top of a garlic supplement and a ginger tea, you create an unpredictable multiplier effect. This can cause your blood vessels to relax so much that you start to see easy bruising on your arms or, and more concerningly, microhemorrhages in delicate tissues. This is the quiet risk. The one you don't feel until you see a purple bruise and wonder how it got there. Number 5, high calcium dairy. Coming in at number 5 is high calcium dairy. Think milk, Greek yogurt, and aged cheeses. This is a classic case of what scientists call antagonistic nutrient interaction. Beet juice is a surprising source of plant-based iron. However, the human body has a very specific doorway for mineral absorption in the gut. Calcium is a much bulkier mineral than iron. According to research published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, if you consume more than 300 milligrams of calcium, about the amount in 1 glass of milk, within 2 hours of an iron source, your body's ability to absorb that iron drops by a staggering 60%. For a senior who might already be struggling with low stomach acid or subclinical anemia, this interaction literally starves the body of iron despite a healthy diet. But the real danger to seniors is the kidney stress factor. When the oxalates in the beet juice meet the calcium in your stomach, they bind together to form calcium oxalate. This is an insoluble salt. Essentially, it becomes a mineral sludge. Instead of that calcium going to your bones to prevent osteoporosis, it gets stuck in your renal system. Over time, this weakens the bone matrix and puts an immense load on your kidneys. The fix: if you love your morning beet smoothie, do not use dairy milk. Switch to a low-calcium almond or coconut milk and keep your cheese and yogurt at least 4 hours away from your juice. Number 4. High oxalate greens. Number 4. Spinach and Swiss chard and rhubarb. This is the green smoothie trap. We've been told for decades that the greener, the better. But for the senior kidney, there is a very real saturation threshold. As we age, our renal reserve, the kidney's backup capacity, declines by about 1% every year after age 40. By the time you are 65, your kidneys are working with a significantly smaller margin for error. Spinach and beet juice are both what we call oxalate powerhouses. Let's look at the math. A cup of cooked spinach combined with a standard glass of beet juice can easily exceed 800 milligrams of oxalates. The New England Journal of Medicine warns that crossing this threshold in a single meal increases the risk of acute kidney stone formation by 40%. For a senior, a kidney stone isn't just a painful weekend. It can lead to urinary obstructions, eye sepsis, and permanent scarring that can lead to chronic kidney disease. The fix: do not mix beets and spinach. If you have beet juice in the morning, wait until dinner to have your greens. And always add a squeeze of lemon to your water. The citric acid in lemon juice acts as a chemical breaker, helping to dissolve those oxalate crystals before they can turn into stones. Number 3, sugary foods and simple carbs. Now we are getting into the top 3, where the risks become much more severe. Number 3 is sugary foods and simple carbohydrates. Many people forget that beet juice is naturally high in sugar. 1 cup contains about 13 grams of sugar, and because it's a juice, the fiber has been removed. This means the sugar hits your bloodstream almost instantly. Our research from the University of Sydney has shown that when beet juice is combined with high glycemic foods, like a piece of white toast, a pastry, or a sugary cereal, the blood sugar spike is 65% higher than if you consumed those items separately. For seniors, this is a disaster. Aging is naturally accompanied by decreased insulin sensitivity. These massive spikes lead to hyperglycemia, which triggers systemic inflammation. This inflammation acts like sandpaper on the inside of your arteries. It also causes glycation, a process where sugar molecules bond to your proteins, effectively rusting your cells from the inside out. Ironically, this sugar spike also causes your blood vessels to stiffen, which completely cancels out the blood pressure benefits of the beet juice. You're getting all of the sugar risk with none of the nitrate reward. The fix: never drink beet juice with a white carb. Instead, pair it with healthy fats like avocado or protein like eggs. This slows down the absorption and keeps your insulin levels stable. Number 2, iron supplements and hemi-rich meats. Number 2 is a silent killer: iron supplements and red meats. While iron is essential for life, there is a condition that is becoming dangerously common in seniors: iron overload or hemochromatosis. Beet juice is already iron-dense, and it's usually high in vitamin C, which can boost iron absorption by up to 300%. If you are a senior taking a daily iron pill and you wash it down with beet juice or follow it with a steak dinner, you are inviting an oxidative storm. A Mayo Clinic study found that seniors following this pattern had ferritin levels, stored iron, 340% above the normal range. Where does that excess iron go? It doesn't just sit there. It deposits into your liver, leading to cirrhosis. It deposits into your heart, causing arrhythmias. It even settles in the brain, where it generates free radicals that contribute to cognitive decline and memory loss. The worst part? The symptoms: fatigue, joint pain, and brain fog are almost always misattributed to just getting old. The fix: if you must take iron supplements, do it at bedtime, at least 8 hours after your beet juice. Try to get your iron from plant sources like lentils, which are much harder to overdose on than iron pills or red meat. Number 1, blood pressure medications. Finally, we reach the most dangerous interaction of all. Number 1. Anti-hypertensive medications. This includes common prescriptions like lisinopril, metoprolol, and amlodipine. This is the single most frequent reason beet juice causes emergency hospitalizations in the 60-plus demographic. Think of it this way: your blood pressure medication is a carefully calibrated chemical signal telling your heart and vessels how to behave. Beet juice's nitrates are natural nitro. They do the exact same thing through a different biological pathway. When you combine them, you aren't just getting double the benefit, you are triggering a synergistic crash. A 2024 Harvard Medical School study of 1,200 seniors found that drinking beet juice within 4 hours of taking blood pressure medication increased the risk of orthostatic hypotension by 450%. What does that look like in real life? You're sitting in your chair, you feel fine, and you decide to stand up to answer the door. Because of the combined effect of the pill and the juice, your baroreceptors, the sensors in your neck that tell your heart to pump harder when you stand, are sluggish. Your blood pressure drops by 40 points in a second. Everything goes black. For a 20-year-old, a dizzy spell is a nuisance. For a 70-year-old, a fainting spell results in a hip fracture, a head injury, or worse. This is the lethal fall that ends independence for so many seniors. The fix: this is the 6-hour rule. It is non-negotiable. If you take your pills in the morning, your beet juice must be a late afternoon treat. Never, ever change your medication dose because you started drinking juice without talking to your cardiologist. The golden protocol: how to enjoy beets safely. Now, I don't want to scare you away from beets. They are incredible for you if you respect them. To close out, let's establish the senior beet protocol. The morning rule: drink your beet juice first thing in the morning on an empty stomach. Wait at least 1 hour before eating breakfast or taking any pills. The dilution strategy: don't start with a full glass. Start with 2 to 3 ounces mixed with water. See how your body reacts. The hydration habit: for every glass of beet juice, drink 2 glasses of water with a twist of lemon. Protect those kidneys. The testing mindset: if you are over 60, get a home blood pressure cuff. Check your numbers an hour after drinking the juice. If your systolic pressure drops too low, your body is telling you to cut back. Beet juice is a pharmacological marvel of nature. It can give you back your energy, protect your brain, and help your heart, but only if you treat it with the same respect you would treat a prescription drug. Knowledge is the best medicine we have. Share this with your friends, your parents, and your doctors. Let's enjoy the benefits of nature without the chemical stacking risks. Thank you for watching, and stay healthy.